Hi Cancer, I hope you're okay. I'm Clarissa. Thank you so much for joining me. And we're going to do a general reading for Cancer. So let's see what's in store for Cancer. And Cancer, if you like the message video, please like, subscribe, and share. I really appreciate it. So let's get into it. Let's see what's available for Cancer, December 2020. Okay, first card. Chariot, major conflict. Cancer. It's almost as though you've got to make some decisions. There's multiple choices that you're kind of deliberating over. There's a few things that you're doing. Maybe you're putting your action into multiple things, and so you're knowing where it's going. It's like, so some choices have got to be made. Maybe you've got some options here. So you're having to think about. It's almost like you're deciding because there's some changes coming. You feel it, and so it's almost like you want to get in line with those changes. So you feel something is going to happen. Either choice. It's fine. Either way, it's fine. It's just which one do you want overall, and that's I think where you're at the moment. Let's get another card from the Cancer. Ace of Pentacles. This is about money. It's about stability. This is what you're focused on right now. You're really trying to because I feel like you don't want to feel vulnerable. So you want to get yourself in a position where you want the security and you've got these ideas, you want to implement some things, and you need a foundation of finances to do that. So I think this is where your current energy is at the moment. You're really thinking about the things ahead of you, the things that need your attention in a way that makes them grounded, and you're wanting to produce some things at the moment. Let's get so where's it going? Let's get a card for the future. Five of Pentacles. Five of Pentacles, it really speaks about having some emotional vulnerability of the mind. There's some things that you want to think about. There's maybe some things that because of where your focus is, there's some things that you're not paying attention to, the emotional state of you, the emotional mind that wants attention, wants to be held, wants some love. Because your focus is on security, stability, there is this part of you, I feel like the vulnerable part of you that wants attention as well. And I think this is going to come up for you soon. Okay, let's get some clarifying for the Chariot. Tower, major planet for Scorpio. Yeah, so I feel like there's been something that's happening, or that's happened, something that's changed. It's changed the way you view things. So I think your point of view has changed, and this is why you're making a decision about something there. Because as previously there may have been some indecisiveness, and that indecisiveness was producing an outcome that was really confusing for you. So now there's been some sharp indication of where you want to go, like something that's happened, something that's just completely changed your mindset. So for you, it's really making things clear about the direction that you want to go through. So the choice is almost, it's almost at hand. You want to go this direction. You want to focus on this. Let's get another card for you, Cancer. Wheel. The Wheel is definitely a karmic card here as well. Some things have to go. That's what I feel. The three major arcana here is you've gone through some huge changes here, Cancer. We've got Chariot here, we've got a Tower here, we've got the Wheel here. You've gone through some major changes here. You really, it's like you've known that you've had to make these changes. You've had to go through these things that essentially some things have hurt you. Some things have completely made you change your mindset about things, and you just get it. It's like almost so. I feel like you're fine with the changes that have had to happen. It's not been easy, but nonetheless, it's almost just brought out a new layer of new emotional intelligence that you're now using as tools. Let's get some clarifying for the Ace of Pentacles. Justice. Yeah, this is where you are at the moment. You know, this is where you're trying to regain this sense of balance. You know, the things that I feel like maybe for a while you feel like some things have been out of balance. Maybe your sense of security have been out of balance. So you're bringing that back in. This is where the focus is right now. So you're putting lots of work into the Ace of Pentacles action. You know, wanting to start things, wanting to get things moving, wanting your sense of security to develop in a way that, you know, really suits the way you want things to be now. A bit more balanced, not out of tune. And so you've gone through these karmic, situations where you've had to make some real changes about your belief system, you know, from the innate knowing, you know, Scorpio here, Tower card. So your deep knowing of having to change it, having to know that some of your actions, habits, thought processes have had to change for you to be able to bring in this new sense of stability and security, and there has to be balancing. The Justice card also speaks to your paperwork, you know, legal issues, things like that. It could be, you know, some type of partnership as well, maybe a kind of Libra here. So let's get another card for the Ace of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles, yeah. Your focus is love this for you, Cancer. This is your focus is on you. You just want to strip yourself from the emotional baggage. And this is where you're at currently. You just want to strip. You want to be, you know, that person that just, you know, is able to just rest on the things that you create for yourself. You just want to be able to build what you want to build. Your focus really is about stability and security at the moment. We do have this Five of Cups here because although at the moment the fire in you is like, oh, this. There's part of you that was the teddy bear side that wants a hug. So we're going to explore this. So let's get a card for the Five of Cups. Five of Swords. This is a wrestle. I feel like there's some things that you're almost like, come on. Here we go. Sorry. The Five of Swords and Five of Cups is really speaking about being in an uncomfortable situation emotionally. And, you know, I feel like there's some things that it's almost like where you're taking yourself at the moment is distracting you from some things. So some things underneath the surface that, again, you want to put to bed, but they keep coming up to be a conversation. It could be, you know, to do with the way emotions are connecting with people at the moment. You could feel like they're not connecting correctly in the way that you want. There may be some confusion, misunderstandings here. So let's get another card for you, Cancer. World, yeah, it is. I do believe it's because you've got to really release some things, you know, really release something, you know, some emotionally confusing situation that is essentially come back to just disturb you. You know, it really disturb you. We've got the world here and the wheel here. So Aquarius, Libra, Scorpio, Taurus. These are the energies surrounding those cards. So those type of energies, they're really fixed. You know, they've got one way of doing things, one way of feeling, thinking. It's very hard to change those energies. They are quite strong. So I feel like there's again, it's like some confusion around having this fixed energy. You know, something that, you know, would love to change the way it wants to output, but it just doesn't know how to. And I think there's some emotional confusion here, some rest of the mind here. What do you do? Do you not? because where you want to focus is here. And sometimes when you focus on, when you just stay in that, you know, the energy of, oh, this is great, this feels good, it almost shines, it shines out. So then you've got to have something to almost combat that, to make you stand strong in that. You know, it's like a wrestle. This is just what we do as humans. You know, we love to be emotional, up and down. All right, Cancer, let's get some angel cards for you. If you've got any questions, it's time to ask them. We'll get some answers for you. Okay. First card comes up. Forgiveness and understanding. Yeah. So I think you've done a lot of that. But you know, Cancer, there is some there's those times that you just, when you remember something, you really remember. And so maybe there is something that you've got to really finally let go, and having done some exploration of what that is, because you might find that, again, with some of the energies that come towards you, there's a pattern, type of energy. So maybe understanding what it is and finally forgiving it could help clear and prepare you for when some of the patterns come back. Because it doesn't mean when we sort things out, we acknowledge things, that, okay, we're never going to experience that kind of situation again in another way. We totally are. It's just, how do we deal with it? How do we approach it? That is where the growth is. So when you're forgiving situations, you meet those patterns differently. And it helps to create different destined situations, different desires out of those things. Let's get another card. Scorpio so much. Ooh, take a step back. Yeah. Remember that sometimes you do need to, you know, take some time for yourself. You do work hard. You put a lot out emotionally. So it's remembering as well that you've got to have your inner space. You've got to have your space of comfort. You know, who's looking after you while you're looking after everyone else. All right, let's get another card, Tracy. Yeah, raise your vibration. This is exactly what we see. You know, meeting situations when they come. When you meet them, you know, what output are you going to have? Are you going to have the same? So then it just happens again in cycles. Or you're going to understand that situation for what it is, and okay, and this is how I'm going to deal with it. Raising your vibration, so when that situation meets you, they just don't even recognize you. Okay, Cancer, thank you so much for being here. If you'd like to listen to the reading, please like, subscribe, and share. And until next time, take care. Bye.